So, welcome everyone to my secret interview with Nicky Epstein about her new book, Crochet for Dolls. And for those of you who follow Nicky on Facebook, and those who don't, I'm going to give you the link so that you can do that later. You know that Nicky recently had a bad fall and has one ankle in a cast and one in a boot. So we're doing this secret interview, and we'll post it up on Facebook and on YouTube so that you get a chance to preview Nikki's newest book, Crochet for Dolls, follow up to Knit for Dolls, which was earlier this year, right, Nikki?
Yes, right.
Yeah.
Hi, Beth.
Hi. So you came to visit us earlier this year for the Knit for Dolls, which was so
Mhm.
adorable, and we knew this was coming out. We had you scheduled for an interview. So how are you doing, Nikki? Are you getting better?
Oh, yes, I'm doing so much better, Beth. It was really an adventure, I'll tell you.
Yeah, and this was actually on a knitting trip where you were one
It
of
was
the.
on a Vogue knitting
Oh,
tour to Scotland and Iceland.
well, it was a good thing
Yeah,
that your husband was along because you ended up in
thank
the
goodness.
hospital there in Scotland,
For
right?
12 days. Yes, I was there for 12 days. And
Well,
I couldn't convince anyone that it wasn't the drink. They would come by and say, "Oh, 'tis a shame. Was it the drink?" And I'd say, "No," and they'd say, "Not even a wee one." And I'd say, "No," and then they'd say, "Oh, 'tis a shame."
no, how
It was
funny.
really funny. Finally, I just about gave up and said, "Yeah, it was the drink."
Yes, it was because I think people would acknowledge that that was okay. That
Right,
if you
right.
had that
It was
bad
so
of a
funny.
fall, so well,
Mhm.
I'm glad you're on the mend and that you were able to make it for our little private interview today.
Thank you,
So
darling.
and
Thanks.
I'm sorry that other people will have to come and listen later. Except, we always give a book away during our live
Mhm.
events. So this time
Mhm.
I'm going to be posting this on YouTube and our Facebook channel, our Facebook page, and that I'm going to give away a book to people who post on our Facebook page in the thread for this particular interview. So we're still going to give away a book. So
Okay,
because
great.
we got to give away. I can't stop myself giving away stuff.
Yeah.
So
Hey,
let's take a peek at the new book, shall we?
sure.
I think that sounds like a plan. So let's so I picked out some, and I had such a hard time. I'll say, and I had the same problem with the Knit for Dolls book. I had a hard time not just putting every project in our slideshow because the idea is to give people a preview, but the the not only are the outfits cute, but the staging is so fun. And I know staging for dolls must be very different than staging for human models.
Beth, you have no idea. They don't listen. They don't stand up. But we have so much fun. If I tell you, we poor little things though. We have to stick pins in their head, tie their hands, staple their feet.
Oh
but
my gosh.
yeah, yeah, and just a slight turn of the head. If not, they look like deer in a headlight, kind of frozen. So we have a lot of fun styling them.
Yeah, well, and you're
And
definitely working in smaller space. So
right,
let's take a look at let's take a look at some of my favorites.
okay.
Oh, I'm at the bottom. No wonder. I was like, why is that finishing? It's because I was at the bottom. Okay, so all right, now we're really gonna take a look at the projects. And I loved this little outfit. And honestly, if I didn't know that it was in a Nikki Epstein book, I would have guessed that because of the beautiful little ruffled edging, which is such a signature,
Oh,
Nikki
Beth,
thing.
you couldn't say anything nicer to me. I love that you would recognize it without my name on
Yeah,
it. Thank you.
I love
Thanks.
I love the ombre. I mean, I honestly would like something adult size like this.
Well, I can't tell you how much I'm getting that. Can you make it for an adult? Can we make it for my little girl? Kind of thing. Of course, that always happens. But I really wanted these to be not your typical little doll clothes. I wanted them to be more like what a little girl would wear.
Yeah.
So,
Well, you definitely got that on this book. I mean, it's really crazy because they do look like clothes that children would wear rather than dolls would wear. So, and
and
this
Beth
is so
noticed.
cute.
Beth noticed the jewelry. I made all that jewelry, like a little, strung some little pearls, tied a little bracelet around her neck. Just any pieces of jewelry when you do make an outfit. I think it would be fun, to put jewelry with it. Little girls love jewelry.
Oh, yeah, and I know a lot of the projects in the book have bags or accessory
Oh
pieces
yeah,
too, which
yeah.
is
It's a good time to do these for Christmas gifts with and put like you could put the jewelry in the little bags or something in the little bags and hats and things. Yeah,
yeah,
it was fun.
so cute. It really caught my attention. And this, I guess this doll probably had her thumbs tied together or something.
Oh yeah, no, we have elastic rubber bands, see through.
Oh,
Um,
funny.
so we put those around their little hands. Yeah,
Yeah, so cute. So
yeah,
she has a little bag, and then the pinwheel design in her bag is actually on the front of her little dress too. Right.
right. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kept these stitches fairly simple, just like the knitting book, stockinette stitch, reverse, purl, knit. So this is basically, single crochets and double crochets, easy stitches.
Yeah, really
But
lovely. And this yarn just looks so soft and squishy. It's got just the right amount of halo. It's so charming.
and
It's just
look how pretty with her red hair.
yes. Yes. And I guess she
Yeah.
probably doesn't mess with her hair after you style it. That's one good thing about a
Well,
doll.
yeah, that was a job too, deciding which outfit looks prettiest on what doll.
Yeah. So that's just really precious. And I love the little flowers in her bag. It's just the styling on
Thanks.
this is so sweet.
Thank you.
So, and of course, I lived through this period of time.
So did I.
So, yeah, so and I think it's just is really darling with your little flowers, which is such a signature thing, the knitted and crochet flowers. And of course her little Birkenstocks or whatever she's wearing is just
Yeah,
really precious.
the shoes, if you notice, are adorable. I spent hours, a friend and I, ordering shoes on off eBay and uh,
Funny.
for this. So the shoes are really cute too. This little outfit, it's tiny crochet cotton, but the skirt is fabric, and you don't have to be an excellent seamstress to do this. All it is a square and sewn up the back, and then a little elastic ran through the waist.
So, and of course the
So
pattern, the little headband is just the perfect accessory for this item.
yeah.
Yeah, she looks like she just stepped out of a love-in.
Yeah, this is one of the few outfits. I try to do complete outfits. That way, people aren't looking like in my Barbie book. I got so many calls. Where did you find that dress? Where did you find those pants? That kind of thing. That I figured I'd make the whole outfit. So to
Oh,
be right there.
so yeah, so that's and of course the fact that you don't have to knit or crochet that little skirt and it's a quick sew, even
Right.
if you're doing it by hand.
Yeah,
It's
you could even do variations, more than one skirt to go with this top.
yes,
You
so
know.
cute, so cute. So and this is just adorable, and I do love her little sheep pajamas. I think.
Aren't those? See, that's the problem. Somebody
Yeah.
will say, "Where'd you get those pajamas?"
Well, I mean, it's just the perfect choice. I mean, obviously any pajamas would have looked adorable with this, with the slippers and the bathrobe, but the fact that you found pajamas with little sheep on them for styling this photo is
Yeah.
almost yeah, it's too cute.
So
So,
much, so much thought goes into this.
and now what is this? What is this crocheted in? It's really gorgeous. Is it a cotton chenille? Hey, Nikki, did I lose you?
I'm here.
Oh, good. I thought I lost you for a second. So is this? It looks like a cotton chenille. This is knit in.
Yes, it is. If you wait a second, I can't remember. I'm on to
Oh,
my third book after this, Beth.
so you're
So
way down the road from this one.
I'm
Here,
way
let me
down the
look.
road.
I actually have
Kill
mine
me if I don't
handy.
get it right. It's actually Plymouth Adore, it's called.
I'm not familiar with that yarn, but now I'm going to need to go squeeze some.
Yeah, there's a few out there like this. That's the other thing I tried to do. I tried to use yarns that there were a few of. Different companies carried the same type.
Yeah,
Because this just,
it's really adorable.
thanks.
It's really
Thanks.
cute.
Did you notice the cookies? Did you notice I put cookie recipes in the back?
Yes, and I did. I looked at these cookies and I thought those look really, really tasty. I'm sure that they didn't make it off the set after the shoot.
Oh no, are you kidding? During the set we were like hiding them. Yeah, no, it's funny. And
Yes,
look at her little slippers.
her slippers are just absolutely adorable, little kitten slippers. It's
Yeah,
just,
and one teddy bear wasn't enough, you know.
of
We
course not.
put it in. Also, we used kind of, instead of traditional little doll things, we kind of put big girl things with the dolls,
Yeah, I think it gives a nice sense
like
of
that
proportion
clock.
too.
You
Yeah,
know, like that's a regular size clock, and yeah, it was fun.
yeah, it's just so cute. I actually want a robe like that.
Thanks.
And of course, no Nicky Epstein book would be complete without a princess.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Now
so
this one's a little bit of work. This is probably the most time consuming one in the book, and unfortunately, you can't see all the hundreds of little beads in it. It's beaded. But
oh
this
my
is probably
goodness. Yeah.
my favorite shot in the book is the when they're walking away together and the goose laid a golden egg.
Yes, it
Uh,
didn't poop a golden egg. It laid a golden egg.
yes, we have to keep this classy, Beth.
But yeah, this is so cute with her little crocheted crown is just and her little bag and it's so I can't imagine any little girl who wouldn't want this outfit for her doll.
Thanks.
So cute. And I like the fact that the goose is actually wearing some bling too.
Oh yeah, I didn't have time, or he'd have had a crown too, or she, she I should say.
Oh, it's laying eggs. I think we have to go with the she or else we got other issues, right?
Really.
So,
Oh,
and honestly, I would wear a dress like this.
well, good.
So when I saw this, I
You
thought,
know,
"Oh no, I would totally wear that dress." So, this is
yeah,
and it's really cute.
we wanted her to look, upscale New Yorky, like photographer kind of person.
Yeah, and I love
So,
the little color box at the bottom. I use that when I shoot as well. And so when I saw that, I
uh-huh.
thought, "Oh, yeah,
Yeah, we did a
you
little
get all the
studio
little
for her.
yeah, you
Well,
did. You made her a nice studio."
I have a wonderful art director, and she shows up with all these wonderful little things too. And like I said, we all just have so much fun together. And we have a young girl that works at Soho, also Six and Spring, and she loved doing their hair, and we just had a good time. I think
Yeah,
it shows in the book.
it really does. And then you guys are basically playing with dolls all day. So I
I
know.
know.
Yeah, we don't get to do that too much as an adult anymore. So, and this is so charming. This little party outfit here.
Now here I have to talk about my photographer, Jack Deutsch. He's amazing. He like gets so excited when we ask for a certain lighting or light candles or snow. You'll see some snow maybe.
Yeah.
It's just fun, you
Yeah.
know.
So pretty. And I love the little ribbon in her hair. I mean, the little silver curly ribbon. I mean, just
Yeah,
those
we
little
partied it up.
touches. Yeah, the little touches. It's
That
just
little
so
her little
cute.
bracelet's crocheted too, but we didn't have room to put it in the book. But I think everybody knows how to crochet those. It's online if they want that pattern.
Yeah,
That crocheting big girl one.
there's another photo of this in the book where she's blowing out the candles, and
Right,
the lighting
right.
is just so she's lit by candlelight. It's just God, this book is so cute.
Thank
So
you.
someday I'll have a granddaughter, and this is what I'll be doing. So, but
Terrific.
my son just got married in July, so I'm not in a hurry.
Oh,
And
congratulations.
thank you. In case Kevin and Katie listen to this, I'm not in a hurry.
Uh-huh.
No pressure.
No pressure.
No pressure.
No pressure.
Not from me.
But
So,
Beth Jr. would be a nice name.
I think Beth or even I could do
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth, and after my grandmother and
Yeah,
yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I'm okay with either of those names are just fine with me.
I have a great niece named Sophia Marie, but I tell everybody she's Sophia Nicole.
Well, there you go. You got to take some credit, right? There's going to be a
That's
claim
right.
there. So,
Yeah.
yes, exactly. So,
So
this,
this little one's actually crocheting.
yes, how sweet is this? And the all the little flowers and just the trapeze shape of the jacket. I mean, this is a big girl's jacket that she's wearing,
Uh-huh.
which is just
Yeah.
the cutest
Uh,
thing. And her little rolled up jeans.
Again, I reach back to the 70s, which is what we lived through, right?
Yeah.
These clothes. Hippie.
Although honestly, they mostly look better on the dolls than they probably did on humans.
Oh, I don't think so. Remember, we were skinny
Well, that's
eating
true.
vegetarians then.
Oh, exactly. You're right. You're right. And
Yeah,
I had
yeah,
waist length
yeah.
hair
Peace.
and you know,
Hip
oh,
huggers.
always wear hip huggers and or maxi dresses, peasant dresses.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
right, right.
exactly. So, yeah, I'm sure they're probably stuck in a closet somewhere in my mother's house. I'll have to go find them. They're back. So, and this we were talking about the snow is this is what so what were you shaking on this poor doll?
I haven't had a chance, but again, my photographer's like a little boy. When you say, "Do you have any snow?" he runs in the back and brings out a box. So we had actually his daughter and an intern were sprinkling snow as he was taking the shots. I had a friend on the set who actually made that little bird out of tinfoil. So,
Oh
it
my
reminds me of like
god.
the old movies when they first started the silent movies, everybody pitching in. We were rolling the little yarn snowballs. We were putting together that little block castle.
Oh, how
Just
sweet. And the little
just
bird on the
fun.
stick.
Yeah, that's made out of tinfoil. A friend of mine made it on the set.
Oh
Isn't
my
that cute?
goodness. It is
I
adorable.
know.
And
And
this
this outfit, the combination of the fur and the plain, it's really very striking.
it
I want
really
to
is.
make
And
this
she's got a
for
bag
myself.
too. She's got a little bag too. So,
Oh yeah, yeah.
yes. So, and the little pom-poms, just the whole thing is so sweet.
Thanks.
It's so sweet. So, I know you're just sitting around doing nothing, although you did happen to mention that maybe you have your 3 books down from where we are now. And and I know you've got let's go look first at for people who haven't been. If you want to keep up with Nikki, which is pretty much a full-time job, your husband, your I give him big props for keeping up with you. But the is that you can keep up with Nikki and see what she's working on. And I have to say, this slider up here at the top of your page is really how beautiful. So, but you can join the email list, and so you'll get updates on where Nikki is going to be. And the answer to that is pretty much everywhere. So, and another great place to keep up with Nikki, and this is where I know, this is how I know where Nikki is on most days, is that she posts very frequently to her Facebook page. So, because I know a lot of people have them and don't use them, but you'll actually be able to see what's going on with Nikki on her Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Nikki Knits, which is also the name of her website.
Beth, I see here where my assistants put up my castle Afghan.
How
Can you
cute
see
is
that?
this?
Yeah, that's crocheted. I have a knitted one for sale on my website that was so popular, I decided to do the crochet one. I get accused of ignoring my crochet fans, so I try to, do things. So these are doing very well. I just thought I'd plug those, Beth.
Yeah, and
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 I
what
just
a
did a little rockabye baby one too.
what a beautiful gift for a young girl or someone who is a Cinderella or Disney World or Disneyland fan
Yeah.
for a holiday
Mhm.
gift. Really, really beautiful. So yes, and so here
Yeah.
you can see Nikki sporting her what her
Oh.
ankles currently look like.
Oh man.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, Nikki,
And those
but
boots weigh a lot.
well, just think what great shape your legs will be in from dragging those around for a while.
You
But
would
at least
think.
you're a little bit mobile now, though, right? A little bit.
Yes, yes, thank goodness. And I had to cancel my trip to London for the Alexander Palace, which is one of my favorite events. But I am going to be at the Vogue Knitting Live in Chicago.
Oh,
And I'm
good.
hoping, yes, yes, and I'm going to try real hard not to be in a wheelchair. So let's
Well,
cross our fingers.
yeah, fingers crossed and knocking wood.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
so,
all
and
that.
for people who are on Ravelry, and here you can see there's the baby Afghan is there too, which is so
Yeah,
cute.
and then there's the new Rockabye Baby one next
Oh,
to it.
I see that with the
Yeah.
little tree, with the little hammock, with the, oh,
Oh,
so
I haven't
cute.
even seen the thing in the well, I just lost my page. The sweater next to that's in creative knitting. Must have just came out.
Oh, very nice. And then you can see other projects from the book that we just talked about. And
Hmm.
772 designs, which
Is that all?
that's what's on your Ravelry design page. Oh my God. Yeah, that's wow.
Oh,
Okay, I guess you maybe don't need another hobby. I think you're busy enough
no.
as it is. And then I think not everybody knows about this, although my button collection has quite a few of these in here. But there, Nicky Epstein did a collection for it's JHB, right? Was the company that did these?
Right, right. I did four different. I call them royal collections. Yeah, buttons,
Yeah,
and
and
they did very well. A lot of them are discontinued. So,
yeah, so some of
uh,
these are sold out and no longer available, but if you see something you love, and I will say I did get this bustier clasp and I haven't used it, but I had to have it. It was just too cute and I will find something I'm going to end up using it on or it'll end up on something for my daughter-in-law, but and the button collection. So and there's shawl pins as well. So if you see something that you like, you should get it now before they're completely sold out. So, and
if
the
you watch
clasping hands is
Grimm,
so cute.
uh, on the Grimm, they've used my skull buttons for his outfits, for his jackets and vest. The scary guy, I guess he's the devil.
Oh, that is so cool. So
I know, isn't that cool?
yeah, it'll live on forever in video, right? Because it'll be on
Yeah,
Hulu or Netflix or
yeah,
something until hell freezes over. So
yeah, right. And my initials are on the back too, so I figure when I'm gone, at least somebody will pick up a button and say, "What's this NE mean?"
there, there you go. You live forever. It's a good thing.
Oh yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
and then you are taking a couple more trips. So, which we are
Yep.
knocking wood. You're going to have a better time. And actually,
Oh yeah, yeah.
this cruise is the shop that is presenting this knit and stitch in Cocoa is actually one of the places I shop when I'm home in Orlando. My mom lives in Cocoa Beach, so whenever I go to visit her, I always stop at Knit and Stitch on the way back.
Come
So
with us, Beth. Come on.
yeah, I'm usually at my cabin in November, so I'll have to
Oh,
take a look
that is
at
so.
my schedule for next
Take
year
a
because
look. It's
maybe
5 days, and I've not done it before, but I hear it's a really a fun cruise.
and I know several people who've done it and have
Uh huh.
just have had a great time. So,
Yeah, and I think Cascade's sponsoring it, and they'll be there.
yeah, and
Cascade Yarns.
yeah, and which I own hundreds of skeins of 220 and 220 Sport and
We all
yeah,
do.
220 Super Watt. I use it as my color wheel at my in my studio at
Mhm.
home. So, yes,
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Cascade and they've been great in terms of yarn support for my books. So,
Mhm.
yes.
Good.
Okay, so I'll look at the schedule, but this is still open. So, for people who would
Right.
love to take a cruise next fall as kind of an early Christmas or Hanukkah or winter solstice gift to yourself, is you should go and sign up. So, and the price is great too. So I mean, and fun because knitters are just a fun group. So if you're going to travel with a group of strangers, best they be knitters because you're
Yep.
guaranteed to have a good time. So
Yeah.
and then traveling together is you're doing a tour in Spain, which is this is I mean, this looks like an amazing trip, which is currently sold out, but they are waitlisting people. So,
Yeah. I wanted to keep it kind of small, and it's actually a birthday for me. So I'm Cinco de Mayo. So it's
uh,
kind of a birthday gift to myself too. I've wanted to go to Barcelona. I've been to Spain, but never Barcelona.
oh yeah, and
So
my son and
we're staying in castles.
Oh,
It'll be
nice.
great.
That's where my son went on his honeymoon. That's where Kevin and Katie went on their honeymoon. That he loves
Did they
Spain.
love it?
Oh yeah, he
Oh
had been
yeah.
before
Well,
when he was backpacking solo through
uh
Europe,
huh.
and he loved Spain, and they just went for their honeymoon and just had a great time. So, and this will be nice. It'll be before it gets too hot. So, very nice. So go get waitlisted, and Aslan Trends that I know you've done some designs for. They're the
Mhm. Mhm. Wonderful company.
yeah,
Yeah,
they
I
do
think
beautiful
they're
yarns.
sponsoring it, and they make Come Along also.
Oh,
So,
there
I
you
know
go.
that'll be fun.
We'll be
You're
talking.
so
You'll
generous
be
with your
talking yarn the whole time.
all the whole time.
The
We're
whole
actually going to
time.
try to meet up with some of a Spanish group of knitters, so that should be really fun.
Oh, great. Yeah, so go get
Yeah,
waitlisted, and you may want to
yeah.
subscribe to this website because they do a lot of
Oh
craft
yeah, they
tours.
do. Well, they do Vogue knitting, and then she does with Maggie. Oh, what's Maggie? My mind's gone. The Irish girl, Maggie
Yes.
knits. She they do tours to Ireland, and they do Vogue knitting tours.
Yeah,
So
and I see they do quilting tours, and so yeah, so
needlepoint, miniature dolls,
if you're a crafty
miniature not.
girl, you need
Yeah,
to get their stay on their newsletter list so you get first notice when a new trip is being started, so that you don't get just waitlisted, that you get signed up because that's important.
yeah,
So I'm
yeah. The Spain trip went quickly, like within not even 2 months, it was sold out.
sold out. Yeah, so people you
Yeah.
don't dilly dally.
Well, what
So
happens is they think they can wait, and then sadly, it's sold out. It's because it seems so far away.
yeah, and I can understand that because Christmas always seems like it's
Mhm.
really far away.
I know. We get a lot of repeaters on the trip because they're savvy and they know how fast they sell out, so they sign up real quick.
Yeah, so they don't
For
miss
many of the
out. They've learned.
exactly.
Yes.
Mhm.
So, and of course, Nikki has quite the body of work available on Amazon. And I will encourage people to help us out at Planet Pearl. If you're buying books and you're not getting them from your local yarn shop, which I do encourage people to do to help their local yarn
And
stores
as
stay
do
in
I. Yes.
business as
Yes.
well, then you should click on books at Planet on the planetpearl.com site and click through any book to take you to Amazon. And then anything you purchase on Amazon, we get the teeniest, tiniest little commission, but it does help keep live events like this coming, or even secret
Mhm.
events like this coming to you. So, and I see that your the signature scarves is getting ready to be re-released in paperback, which in
Right.
the winter time for those who didn't already get the hardcover version, which some of us have in our library. So, and then there's something brand new coming, which I'm I'm really excited to see. And let's
Beth,
do a
you're the first one to show this.
really.
Uh, yeah, yeah.
I'm
This is
feeling.
this has been a top secret.
Well, then it's a good
Yeah,
thing we did a secret interview because
yeah.
right because
Well,
nobody's going to see
when
this.
this baby comes out, we'll have to do another interview.
We will, and I have to say, just when I just saw the color on the cover of this, I wanted this book. Like now. I want it
Great.
now. I want it now. But how
You
long am I
always
going to
know the
have to
right thing to
wait?
say. You're going to have to wait until April 2014
That seems so far away.
or March. Yeah, maybe March. I know. Tell me about it.
Yes.
It's really we're doing the schematics for it now, and it'll go to print soon. So
So, but obviously the photo work's been done.
yeah,
So, and the cover chose, and this is really beautiful. So, tell us a little bit about what we're going to expect in this book, just to whet our appetite.
Beth, you've known me for a long time now, and I'm try not to sound weird, but I'm tired of doing just a front and back and sleeve. So these are unusual shapes, unusual ways. Like this is classic Fair Isle, but look how I've used it. With the V in the front. It's not what you'd see in a traditionally shaped Fair Isle pattern.
Yeah.
So it's that kind of thing. I've done. I've taken an ordinary stitch and done something, unusual with it, or a shape. So, kind of reimagined the way we shape knitting and use stitches.
Yeah, this
So
is
I hope
just
it comes across in
gorgeous.
this book. And then I also give a little piece in there where, because of the schematic, I want them to reimagine this piece. For instance, they could leave off the fur. They could leave off the ferrule on the sleeve. You know, just and of course use colors that they like. I'm trying to. There's so many designers and whatnot. I look at my books now and think, if I was a designer, would I want this book? Yeah, yes, I would. So that's what it's about.
Yeah, I can't wait, and you'll definitely have to come back and talk to us and do a book preview
Oh, I will
when this
do.
book
Thank
is
you.
ready because
Mhm.
I'm very excited to see this book myself personally, and I'm feeling right now very lucky that your publisher sends me advance copies. So I suspect this will
Oh,
be another one that I keep myself and to add to my own library. But this is lovely, and I'm really excited
well,
to see
well,
what's
Beth,
up
we'll tell
next.
them to send you an extra one to give away.
Well, we always give away one during our events, and
Well,
sometimes we
sure.
give another one away on Facebook, and so we keep the post office quite busy. So,
Anytime you want one of my books, you just let my publisher know.
well, thank you, Nikki.
They'll
I
get it right
appreciate
out to you.
that. And they'll get it right out to me wherever I would happen to be at the moment. So,
Of
Nikki,
course.
thank you so much for spending some time with me this morning and giving everyone a preview of your adorable Crochet for Dolls book. And I hope that you have a very quick recovery, that you're back up and walking, because it would be a shame for you to have to do Vogue knitting in Chicago other than at full speed.
Yes,
So
because yes, I said I told them they wanted to get me a motorized wheel. I said, I get enough attention. You know, I
yeah,
try. So
yeah.
I'm going to try real hard.
And then you don't have to tell the story about what happened to you in Scotland 5 million times.
5,000 times. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, but it's been a pleasure as always. Thank you so much, Nikki. Quick recovery,
Thanks,
and
Beth.
we'll see
You
you
take care,
soon.
darling. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.